Go.
Streaming from South Africa to the world. This is the Stonks Go Moon podcast. What just happened? We break it down so you don't have to.
Welcome everyone to the Stonks Go Moon podcast. My guest today, Alan Duran. He is the CMO of Ready to Fight. Welcome to the pod.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thanks for the invitation.
I don't think I've ever been this nervous for a podcast, to be quite honest, because if I mess this up somehow, then Alexander is going to find me and come and beat me up. He is a very scary man.
Yeah, he has a reputation, but it's just the image that he projects. But at the end, he's a very good heart person.
Oh, is he one of those teddy bears, those gentle giants?
I don't know if I can state that he's like a teddy bear giant because I've treated him more like a professional way. But
Yes.
he seems like a really nice guy, like a super ground-based dude. So in general, I think he represents a country that is being, struggling through many things. And besides that, like he's very gentle, he's very kind, he's very noble.
So why I'm talking about Alexander is, for those that don't know, he is a co-founder of this platform called Ready to Fight, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So for those that don't know what Ready to Fight is, how would you explain it to someone on the street?
Yeah, of course. Ready to Fight, just to put it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's a innovative platform. It's an app that is connecting and is designed to revolutionize the boxing space by leveraging some Web3 and blockchain technologies. So at the end the point is to connect all the boxing ecosystem. So it provides like a proper utility and a really solution for the space. I think boxing, compared to some other sports, was one of those sports that was left behind. And I think the idea of this platform is to really democratize the system, give a step towards the future. And that's why we jump into this Web3 space, because he was very solid in the boxing, but we didn't want it to stay in that. So that's why we took it to the next level. And at the end, the vision of the company is to connect all the community, to bring it into one hub, and to integrate like this high adrenaline world of professional fighting with technological features that can really make an impact on the industry, to really make it accessible and easy for everyone. So imagine that you're looking for a sparring partner or a nutritionist or whatever you need within the ecosystem. You just go to this app and you find it there. So it's as easy as that. And people might not see the potential of this, but like if you think about it, like it can really connect people abroad from anywhere, as long as you fulfill the requirements that you're looking for. Like you can find it there.
Yeah, because boxing has seen this resurgence of late. I think about Alexander's fight with Tyson Fury. I think about what Jake Paul's done for boxing. I kind of wish that Alexander would come into the ring with Jake Paul and teach him a lesson. I think that will be an interesting. I think I would pay very, very good money to see that fight. But yeah, boxing has seen a resurgence. And like you said, it's sort of the UFC, I think, has taken a bit of the shine of late with the TKO group and what they've been doing. So it's really interesting to see boxing basically taking that next step right into the digital age. What is kind of your marketing strategy for this platform to sort of make people aware of it?
At the end, it's a full ecosystem, right? Like beyond marketing, we are doing a lot of things on how to really provide solutions for something that might be, for example, not very into crypto or Web3.
Yes.
So that you can get somehow started with the basics. I mean, you have the app and you can connect your wallet, but even though you are not into the crypto community or the crypto space, it's super easy, super friendly. Like it's actually, we're gonna do some upgrades soon, like by the third semester of this quarter, we're gonna have like some upgrades on the feature to also have like AI helping you in case you don't have any idea on how to navigate through certain steps. So it's gonna be it's gonna be super nice, all of these features, and we're gonna have like an assistant that is gonna help you as well. What else we have? We have some new features coming, some new products. One is gonna be like a projection or like a forecast system where you can come and bet for the future fight, so you can also gain certain tokens on your predictions. So it's gonna be also having like a gamify integration of it. So when it comes to marketing, I mean, we are super clear. We have, of course, partnership with Mike Tyson, with Alex Buffer, with American, which are like strong voices in the space. And of course, we're also working with important people in the Web3 space, like, I mean, just in the back of my head, I'm thinking Ryan Horn, which is one of our advisors that has been helping us on advising like how to enter and how to step solid on this space. But rather than that, I think we're giving also word to people to be part of this platform. So we are giving everybody a voice to step up and say, how can Ready to Fight improve to make it better? And we're in that constant evolution of listening what the audience and the community is saying, so that we can also upgrade and improve solutions and really provide real utility to customers.
Yeah, we spoke offline, and basically you've got like 15 plus years marketing experience and in tech with companies like Puma. What made you join Ready to Fight, which is, I mean, essentially a startup, and it's a risky play on how can I put this? Yeah, it's a risky play. Why leave something that you sort of know for something that's unknown? What was that for you?
I think for me, I mean, I don't know if you know, my background is I'm coming from Mexico, and in Mexico, the second biggest sport after football or soccer is boxing. So for me, when I saw this project, me coming from sports fashion industry and then jumping into Web3 when I was working for some exchanges, I thought, well, this is cool. Like it's mixing a bit of sports, but also like Web3. So I think I wanted to still be in the Web3 space, but without leaving that sport heritage and passion that I have about it. So I think that's what led me to this project. And what I also like is that it's really providing a solution. And I think when you create a product that is really creating a utility and that is covering certain necessities that are on the space, is brilliant. So why not come on board and just step up to really be a game changer in the space, but also to really make an impact for the future? Because I think right now that we've been, for example, talking with, we have a good collaboration with the Venezuelan Boxing Federation, the Saudi Boxing Federation. Like all of their athletes are part of our community and our platform as well. And that gives us the chance to give them like a platform to also expose themselves. And if someone wants certain services or certain boxers with certain profiles, you can just find it in our app. So when you talk with these federations and they tell you, oh, this is exactly what we needed, I think then you find that you're in the right timing, in the right place, in a nice project that is really looking for the future.
That's awesome. Yeah, I listened to Dana White also talk with exuberance about the fight that they are hosting at the Dome for Mexican Independence Day, and you realize there's actually a sort of a fighting renaissance going on, especially with Mexico, and that's just super awesome to see that. Do you see Ready to Fight branching out into other forms of martial arts and combat sports, or like once you've done the boxing aspect?
No. I mean, actually, you touch a very important point, because one of our goals is definitely, I mean, we came because of its nature. I mean, this project was founded by a boxer, which in this case is Usyk, and his partner, Sergey Lapin. And of course, they are like really strong in the boxing scene. But if at the end is providing a solution for any contact sports, of course, we want to first position in boxing, but we want to explore, like MMA or jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or karate, whatever. At the end, the necessity is there, and I think it cascades to any kind of these contact sports. But first, we want to position in the boxing, but of course, we want to expand it to some other contact sports in a near future. I'm talking about like something ideally already next year, which is very ambitious, because this project was literally just starting last year.
Yes.
So if you think about it, in less than 2 years, we might be aiming to cover some other contact sports. And I think, as you have mentioned, like MMA has grown massively in the last years with UFC and all of these. So I think it would be relevant and crucial for us to really be as well present in that ecosystem. For sure.
Because there's a natural crossover for me between boxing, your strikers, and your grapplers. So you're talking about jiu-jitsu, you're talking about all those disciplines that just makes, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. The last question before I let you leave is about fan engagement. And I mean, I see Ready to Fight as a community, right? So it's a community for people that's okay. You've got the fighters on the one end, you've got the trainers and everyone on the back end, and all the people delivering the services. But on the other end, you have the fans, right? So how do you, as Ready to Fight, engage the fans? Because I see a lot of platforms struggling. They've got this, the people at the back end, but they struggle how to engage the customer base. How do you approach that?
I mean, at the end, for us, the most important is always our community. And as I mentioned before, we listen. We like to listen. We like to hear what is interesting in the space. So, I mean, with the growth of Web3, we're seeing this increased demand of having like a creative economy and this tokenization of real world assets. So in the case of RTF, we are somehow tokenizing fighters and including their boxing careers and their content that they are creating for the fans itself. So essentially, we are creating.
Interesting.
We create this digital token, which is the RTF token, which at the end is the core heart of our ecosystem, and it's connecting everything within our app. But at the end, represents behind like the fighter's career, the earnings, specific fights. So, and as I mentioned, we are also thinking on how to give a social gamify experience. So using these principles, I think we are thinking on the fans, and we're thinking on making engaging, on making let's say relevant, because as you know, nowadays, like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, the hype was around what is Web3, what is crypto, what is blockchain, and nowadays it's been what is artificial intelligence, what is AI, what is all this. So of course, now, as I also mentioned, we are having a feature that is integrated with AI in our new upgrade. So we are in that trend as well. We are in the same ship of keeping evolving with what the community demands and what they need. And the main challenge, just to wrap up your question, because you mentioned how do you keep engage your fans and how do you keep that? I think we have a challenge because now we have two worlds that are colliding, right? The boxing space and the blockchain, the people that is coming more for the token or for all these features that are more Web3 oriented. So we have some things that, and when it comes to boxing and all of that, we have the formula because we know the space. Sergey and the advisors we have behind, they've been for more than 20 years in the space. We have a partnership with WBC, which is the main council in boxing in the world. So we know how to keep engaged the boxing community, but now the challenge is how to keep engaged this new community and this new audience of people that are coming that maybe are not into boxing. So there's an overlap, but you need to have like 3 different worlds within one place. So we try to make a balance between what is happening with Web3, what is happening in boxing, what is happening in these new updates. And when it comes for these new features that we are going to have on prediction, then we're going to bring a new wave of people that like more on betting and predicting results and so on. So it's going to be interesting. How do we adapt and how do we evolve with them as well?
It's one of the most fascinating spaces because I even see Conor McGregor's bare knuckle fighting is it's like on fire at the moment, and I mean that man with his marketing. So the fighting, the boxing revival, resurgence is there. I can't wait to see how it unfolds. I am rooting for you guys heavily, and please send my regards to Alexander as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. If the listeners want to go and find out more about Ready to Fight and where they can connect with you guys, where can they do that?
Yeah, I mean, I always suggest to follow our website. We try to keep all the updates, and there's a tab on that it says Web3, where you see like the roadmap and what is coming, what is live, what is coming soon, and what is gonna come even for 25. So we are always putting in our website, and of course our social, like we have our own Telegram channel where you keep updated on a daily basis. We have Twitter, we have Instagram. So yeah,
all over. I will put all the links in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to our listeners, peace, love, and prosperity. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Can we rise? Let the crowd ignite our fight. Maybe victory's near, just a punch or two that won't sway. Together we vow in this bout, our strength will convey.